Our everyday lives depend on clean water, whether it's for making our morning cuppa, keeping ourselves clean, producing our food, running our businesses, or manufacturing the goods we use every day. We all rely on having clean, fresh water on tap. But did you know that less than 1% of the Earth's fresh water is available for use? Water supports all life and livelihoods, so we need to do our best to look after it. Water is our most precious resource. Here in the Northwest, most of our drinking water supply comes from surface water, such as the reservoirs and rivers we're used to seeing near to where we live and work. And much of that water is transferred around the region for use in our homes and businesses. Our region includes some of the wettest places in England, and it's common for people to say, it always rains up north. But with a changing climate, even the Northwest can experience lower than average rainfall, so our region doesn't always have the plentiful rain and supply of water that you might expect. Extreme weather events, such as heavier rainfall, prolonged dry weather, and even drought, are increasingly frequent in our region. Perhaps you remember the drought of 2018 and the prolonged dry weather the Northwest experienced in both 2020 and 2022. So despite the relatively consistent availability of water to meet our core needs, this feast or famine scenario means that levels of water in our region's reservoirs, rivers, and groundwater can be affected. Soils and vegetation can dry out, increasing risks of wildfire or flash floods. Prolonged dry weather and drought can seriously impact our wildlife and important habitats, as well as affecting people. This changing climate, combined with the increased demand for water from our growing population and economies in the Northwest, means that this vital resource is becoming yet more precious. And this challenge is also expected to impact other areas of England in the future, so we may need to transfer water farther and wider from typically wetter areas of the country to typically drier ones. This means we all need to think about water management today, as a country, as a region, and as individuals, as the scale of challenge will only increase in the years ahead. Across our region, cross-sector plans are already developing to tackle wastage, storage, and integrated water management on a larger scale. But we can all play our part too, by being conscious of our water usage and wastage at home, at work, and within our business practices. Did you know that saving water can help to reduce energy bills, as much of the water we use is heated? Heating and consuming only the water we need can also reduce our impact on the environment and even our carbon footprint. On average, people in the Northwest use around 143 litres of water every day. By 2050, we will all be expected to use less water, with a target of 110 litres per person per day, a reduction of about 30 litres a day for each of us. Businesses, industry, and households, especially those using more water, will be expected to consider how they can use water more sustainably. We all need to think differently and play our part. Reusing water whenever possible, particularly during sunnier weather, creating outdoor places to capture rainwater, and allowing surfaces to let rain soak into the ground are steps we can all take. Making simple changes in our daily lives to reduce the amount of water we use can make a big difference to our water consumption and wastage. There are loads of resources, gadgets, campaigns, and examples out there to help. You can also find out more about this subject online and encourage others to get involved too. By using water sustainably and thinking differently about our water supply and the demand we place upon it, will help to make our water resources more resilient for the future. We are all reliant on water, no matter where we live or work, so let's all play our part in protecting our most precious resource now and for generations yet to come.